Hey everyone, Stephanie back with you this month to give you a quick walkthrough through my May Project Life album. So this is the 5th album that I have put together. I'm going to grab my other ones really quickly. I have quite a collection going on right now as I drop everything. But here's kind of a look at all 5 of my albums so far. As you can tell, they are just slam full of photos and memorabilia, and this is way more than I have ever probably done for Project Life before. And I do really love it. Somebody had posted a question on Instagram about what in the world are you going to do with all these? And you know, honestly, my kids really do enjoy looking at our little small albums, and I always find my son has one tucked in his bed somewhere. So basically they're just on a shelf in my room and they can come and grab them as they like. I don't think I'm going to continue this plan, you know, forever and ever, indefinitely, one a month forever. But for right now, it's just fun. It's a fun way to get my photos off of my printer and camera, which is pretty much my main objective with every photo I take or everything that I keep and try to hang on to. I just want to make sure that I do something with it and make it sure it's meaningful and other people can enjoy it instead of it just sitting in a basket or a box or something like that somewhere. So this is my system for now. It's super fun, it's creative, and I'm going to show you a look at my May album. When I started May, I go back and forth with size every month, and I realized that I really do like the square format. Even though my photos are typically horizontal, I just really enjoy that square format. This album from February, the We Are Memory Keepers 4x4 album, was probably my favorite. So I'm probably going to do this size again. So this was probably my favorite size. And so I decided to do something along that line, but maybe a little bit bigger. And I have this May 2015 piece from the Carolina Moon Project Life kit. So I decided that that was going to be like, roughly, I was going to do it the height and width of that, which was 6 inches, roughly. So this is 6x6. And I just adhered the May to a piece of chipboard and then spray painted the whole thing white. So it's like a cool tone-on-tone effect there. So I'm just going to give you a little walk through my album this month. And the back side of the chipboard is just that plain chipboard, so I covered it with a piece of pattern paper there. Just some journaling to introduce kind of the book here. Piece of the gold number, the Dear Lizzie Fine and Dandy transparency there, or vellum. And then this are the Color Theory labels, which I absolutely love. It is so fun. I've always loved the printable labels, but I always hated cutting them out. I always printed them and cut out like 3 and then never used the rest. So these are so awesome because you literally just punch them out. You can stamp them, or as you'll see throughout the book, I journaled on a bunch of them. So I just stapled that onto the piece of vellum there. This is some journaling that I just typed on a piece of cardstock and used the awesome little label Project Life stamp. And some stickers. Throughout this book I added probably more just photos punched right into the album and not as many page protectors, just to try something different. And I love having just the ability to touch and feel the photos. So when I went to Studio Calico and hung out for a couple days, this is one of the Beautiful Mess Happy Mail cards. I just added that in there with my airplane ticket and then just some journaling, again on this awesome Color Theory labels. This is the 4x6 photos, just punched holes in the side there. My daughter drawing. Some more pictures of her. Typed my journaling on one of the Project Life cards, and I just trimmed it down just to be different. No rhyme or reason. Some more of her artwork. This is a challenge that you might have seen already. I did it for Marcy in my Creative Jumpstart Challenge, which was a photo challenge. So I printed out a whole bunch of my daughter's artwork and then kind of printed them on a 8.5 by 11, an 8.5 by 11 piece of photo paper, and then just trimmed them out. And then I used my awesome fuse tool to create this pocket, since these were a little bit smaller than 3 by 3 inch squares. So there, just another 4 by 6 photo there. Piece of pattern paper, and before I adhered it down, I typed my journaling on another little Color Theory label and added it there. These are just so fun and so awesome. I love having those. A photo, and I added, for this one I wanted to try to add in a little bit more white space on some of my photos, just to be different, just try it out and see if I liked it. So as you'll see throughout the book, a couple of my photos have a larger white border. Another journaling card I trimmed down, just wrote my journaling there. Project Life card with a stamp. And here's a page protector. I created this extra little confetti pocket using my fuse. So this is a 3 by 4 photo on the front and the back. And then I just added in a little confetti on that side. And I kept it a little bit shorter than the 6 inches there, just to make it a little fun. Just a little, punched a hole right in this little piece from the Maggie Holmes confetti collection. Just punched a hole there and added it right in the book. Just a couple more photos, some washi, another tag there. Some larger, I think this is like 5 by 6 inch. I just kind of played around with the size and tried to do, have a little variation throughout the book. So this is a gold tag from the book, or from the Carolina Moon kits, and I just used some washi to hold it down. These are the Father's Day cards, but even though it's not really Father's Day in the book, I just thought it was really cool for these photos of my husband and my kids being silly. So I just added them in here. On the back of that, I adhered a piece of pattern paper and then a little journaling card, which I paper clipped on there. And photos of our new puppy. He's a cutie. Here I just added a word there and then wrote my journaling on the back and just attached the tag right in the book, which I think I love these extra little elements and the extra little layers there. Here I used some of the alpha from the Carolina Moon Project Life kit and just added it on a transparency. I wasn't sure where I was going. I'm not sure, 100% sure I love it at the bottom, but it'll work. And then just a couple more photos. So these are 6 by 6 inches, which is the size of the book. And as you can see, I kept a bit of that white space there, just to be a little bit different throughout this book. That's the fun thing about just starting over with a brand new book. You can just try something different, and if you love it, you love it. If you don't, you can just move right on. These are photos from a day in the life that I did on the 12th of May. And I just printed them. I used PicMonkey to do 2 collages of 9 photos, and then I printed them on photo paper 6 by 6 inches. And then in the middle, I kind of did the same thing that I did with the dog photo. Just added my alpha on top of the transparency. And then you can see it as you flip the page. But wouldn't be a Project Life album without a collage, right? And then on the back here, that's blank for right now. This is kind of getting towards the end of the album, as you'll see, but I just added in, I created a little villain pocket, and these are some notes from my daughter. Love hanging on to stuff like that. Let's see. And then another page protector that I use my fuse with. I had these odd size photos. They didn't print, I thought they were supposed to be square, but they didn't print square. So I decided just to use my fuse and make them work. So as you can see, like one's a little bit smaller than a square, more like a vertical photo, and one's more of a horizontal photo. So and then I ended up with 6, so I just created that and added a little confetti pocket at the top. Another Project Life card that I thought just was pretty colors, and I mean, seriously, I'm a cool mom, right? To make all this stuff. Just kidding. So anyway, I just added that in the book. It doesn't really have a photo to go with it, but I thought it was super cute, and I would add it here. And then another photo collage there. This is just a little card from a place that we went out to dinner one night. I just punched a hole and added that right in. For Mother's Day, my son gave me some handprint flowers, and I really wanted to keep them, or keep one. So that's his sweet little handprint, and I, again, used my fuse tool to create this pocket, and then just punched holes on the outside so it would hold that little sweet hand perfectly. And then here we are, getting close to the end. As you'll see, it's not completely finished. A couple things were left blank on the back, but just a 4x6 photo here. And then my daughter saw this journaling card, this Project Life card, and really wanted to add the books that she just finished, so I let her fill that out and what she liked about them and everything. So she added that there. Don't have anything on the back yet. And then this is just a little memorabilia of a place that we went. It was a brochure, and I just trimmed it off at 6 inches just so it fit right there in my album. So there you go. There is the May, look at my May album. And I'll just continue to add in more stuff and memories and memorabilia as we have them. But this is a really fun size. If you're thinking about trying a mini album, the square format is just super fun and easy for some reason. 6 inches, like a 4x6 is great. You can do it 4x6 vertically or horizontally. And then the square photos just transition so well from probably most of the Instagram photos that everybody has. Cool. So if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Thanks so much for joining me, guys, and putting up with me every month. It's really fun to share these books. It's fun to put them together, and I'm just so glad that I'm able to share them and hopefully inspire you to record your memories in some fashion.